Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another NBA Supercard video on the channel, and today we're going to be going over the brand new Paul George Gauntlet event, which is going to be coming out tomorrow, and also we're going to be talking a little bit about the Flash event that they talked about coming this weekend, and also I want to talk a little bit about the Champions glitch that I talked about in yesterday's video. Check out that video if you have not already. But before we get into this video, guys, make sure you guys drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you guys have been enjoying the vids and you do not want to miss any coming out in the future. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Starting off, we will first go over the Champions thing. I just forgot to include something in yesterday's video going over how to do the glitch. I completely forgot to include this, and I forgot to do it myself. What you need to do is you do the exact same steps, right? You fill your deck with gold, silvers, bronzes, any of those. You start it, you go to your Champions deck right here, deck editor, Champions, you autofill while it's searching for a tournament, and then after you autofill, right, you let it play, you let the 15 hours pass by, but right before you leave the tournament to claim your rewards, you need to autofill your deck. So what you do is, like, let's say this is the leave tournament button. I leave tournament, I back out immediately, go as fast as I can to my deck editor, and I autofill. So that's how you're going to get it done. It's going to go ahead and give you your best rewards, because I believe that is how it's going to work. Because for me, I accidentally didn't do that, and I ended up getting emerald rewards for that #1 spot, because obviously it puts you in a gold league, so you're going to get gold tier rewards. If we were to look here, right, standings, rewards, I'm gonna get that if I win, which is just not very good. So what I need to do is I need to make sure before right after I leave, I need to autofill my deck so it thinks that I'm in ruby tier, so it gives me ruby rewards. And you need to do this right after it ends, before your rewards go to your inbox. So make sure to do that if you're gonna do the Champions glitch, just so you can go ahead and get the best rewards possible for ruby and the upcoming tier amethyst, which looks like now it is going to be coming out next week sometime. We'll have to see when, but obviously we got this Paul George event just out of nowhere. Literally, it came out of nowhere. They revealed it earlier today on Twitter. They revealed that we are going to be getting a Flash event. If you guys have not played WWE Supercard in the past, a Flash event is where we get 2 different events in one weekend. So the way it's going to work is we're going to be getting the Gauntlet tomorrow, and it's going to go Thursday through Saturday, and we're going to get the Court Domination Saturday through Monday. So the Gauntlet's going to end Saturday at 1 p.m. or 1 p.m. for me at least, and it's going to end and the Court Domination is going to start then, and it's going to end at 1 p.m. on Monday, or maybe 9 a.m. on Monday. It's going to be around that general time, between 9 and 1 for both events. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to see when they end. But as you guys can see, the preview is here. And another thing, there's no need to worry about having to grind a ton more. It is going to be guaranteed double the picks for Court Domination, and it's going to be double the points for the Gauntlet. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. And I believe grits are still gonna double that, so it's gonna be default 10, so you could probably get to 20 on here. So you could literally get Ivacha Zubac done in 1 game, Raquina Williams in 2, Kawhi in 4, Landry Shamet in 6 games. Like, it'll be extremely easy to get this done if you have grits. I honestly am gonna push to finish this on the maybe first, probably second day to get this Paul George, and then the Court Domination will be extremely easy. You're getting 8 picks per game. That's how I normally play. I should be able to get that done in 2 days. It shouldn't be the most difficult thing in the world, and I'm really happy about this. I'm really happy that they're giving us double the stuff for this Flash event, and we get just another free event card. So I was gonna be a little mad if we ended up getting another event card and they stretched the tier out for 2 more weeks, but this is perfect, honestly, because I felt like it was a little bit premature for Amethyst because of the quest and stuff. So I felt like we weren't gonna get it this week, but I thought we might get an event, so I'm like, what's gonna happen? Are we just not gonna get an event this weekend? But this is the perfect thing they could have done. Added a Flash event, give us the ability to have something to do. This is really gonna press people to play the game this weekend, which is definitely what they want. They want people being engaged before the Amethyst tier, so they get even more people engaged for Amethyst tier, because the more people that are introduced to the game now, the more that will be introduced with Amethyst tier and all that kind of stuff. So this is a good move on their part, and a great move for us, because this is just another free Ruby Pro before the next tier starts, and these Ruby Pros are still gonna be good next year until we get our first Amethyst Pro event card. These are still gonna be some of the best cards in the game, unless they do it like they did with Ruby and Sapphire. Because normally in WWE Supercard, right, if you guys know the transition, you guys probably won't, a lot of you might know this, but some of you might not know, so I'm just going to talk about WWE Supercard for a second. At the end of Behemoth tier, right? Behemoth tier was the top tier about 2 months ago, and then Royal Rumble 21 tier came out around the same time that Ruby tier came out, right? And the last event of the of the Behemoth tier was a Sonya Deville Pro. So they ended up getting the Sonya Deville Heroic Pro out of that event, and that card to this day is still, I believe, the best female in the game. I don't know if Becky Lynch Pro beats her out, but Sonya Deville, the Behemoth Pro, which is not the highest tier at that game, is still one of the best cards in the game. So I don't know if they're gonna go similar to what they did last time, because almost normally leveled up rubies are better than Kevin Durant, or at least some of them are. Not a lot of them are. Well, actually, normal level up rubies aren't better than Kevin Durant, but they're pretty dang close to Kevin Durant. They're like a normal Sapphire Pro, normal rubies. So if we go up to the fact with Amethyst starting at 800 stats, I would be surprised. I probably expect Amethyst to be roughly around between 600 and 700, and then the Pro to be probably between 1300 and 1200, and maybe 1200, 1100. And I think these Ruby Pros are still going to be some of the best in the game, like Super, Donovan Mitchell, and Paul George, and maybe some of the, like the Kevin Durant and LeBron James All-Star cards might still be pretty dang solid at the beginning of the next tier. But obviously, once we start getting special cards and we start getting event cards for Amethyst, these tiers are going to become, these players, I should say, or these cards are going to become obsolete. So, you know, that's just how it goes with Supercard. Tiers go on and cards become obsolete and they're not as good anymore. But that's what you grind for, man. That's really what it's all about, is to have fun and enjoy the collecting aspect, enjoy the playing aspect, the grinding aspect, and all that kind of stuff. And I love making content for you guys, so this is just an excuse for me to make more content, and I'm perfectly happy with that. I enjoy just kind of hanging out, chilling, and grinding NBA Supercard when I'm like watching Netflix or watching YouTube, or even when I'm editing a video. Sometimes I'll just be tapping away at the game while I'm editing. So it's always a fun time, and there's no problem with this flash event. Yeah, back to that flash event. Perfect thing they could have done this weekend. Like I said, I think it felt a little premature to go ahead and get the Amethyst tier, but I felt like if we waited another 2 weeks, people would get bored of the game. So this is the perfect solution. If I had to roughly estimate, we're probably gonna get a reveal next Wednesday, and we're gonna get the tier next Friday. That's probably what I would expect. Maybe we get the tier Thursday and a reveal Tuesday, but I would expect the reveal to come at least 2 days before the tier, just so we know what we're getting. And I wouldn't expect the tier to come out early in the week, because that's normally not what they do. They normally drop content late in the week, but in the past they have dropped the Fusion Chamber and the Fusions all early in the week, so we'll have to see. And that was another thing I wanted to talk about, the additions to the game. I think we are almost guaranteed with this new tier a new game mode. There is no humanly possible way that they do not hear us and they're not going to add another game mode, because we are sick and tired of playing quick game. Obviously, we understand that it's the developmental stages of a game. Like Season 1 of WWE Supercard was entirely quick games, or they're considered wilds in that game, but it was entirely that. It was in the same game mode for a whole season, which a season is roughly a year, so that's tough and all, but this game, it's gone a lot faster than WWE Supercard, and it's gained a lot more popularity than Supercard in its early days, WWE Supercard at least. So I would expect with this next this next tier, this next Amethyst tier, we either get one of two things. We either get King of the Court, which for you people who didn't play my NBA 2K, I should say, that is Money in the Bank from WWE Supercard, or I would expect we get a PvP based game mode, which if you guys don't play WWE Supercard, which I would recommend at least looking into WWE Supercard if you play NBA Supercard, because it's going to give you a lot of insightful knowledge about what can come in the future and just strategical tips for the game. But yeah, WWE Supercard, it has this PvP based game mode where every week it's a new tournament, right? It's similar to Champions, but not really, right? It's a week-long tournament, and there are 5 game modes. There's a quick game, similar game mode. There is a Royal Rumble game mode, which the Royal Rumble, obviously, is a WWE pay-per-view, but I don't know what they would call it in NBA Supercard. Maybe we get, like, I don't know, Maybe like a pickup game is a game mode or something like that. But the way it works is there's 3 different game modes, and there's women's versions of 2 of the game modes. So there's 5 total game modes you can play, and you earn points, right? So if you win like a game of Royal Rumble, you get 130 points because that game takes a lot longer. While if you were to win a game of Quick Game in the PvP, you get roughly like 30 points because it doesn't take quite as long. And the point system is how they track who gets first, second, third in the tournament and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's a week-long tournament, and after the week is up, the tournament, they track the amount of points you had, and based off your positioning, you get a certain amount of super coins. And if you guys don't know what super coins are, it's an alternative currency in WWE Supercard. Sotico talked about this on his YouTube channel, so you can check him out if you want. But in WWE Supercard, there is this thing called a Superstore, where you can buy certain tiers of cards or certain packs with super coins. Super coins, they're like way less valuable than credits. Obviously, you cannot buy them, and you just earn them off the games. Like, you also earn them by playing like the Royal Rumble games. You would get like 10 super coins for winning a Royal Rumble game, but at the end of every weekly tournament, you get between roughly 500 and 1500 super coins. And after a while, you're going to be able to build that up. And what they normally do in WWE Supercard, and I would expect this in NBA Supercard as well, is they have a monthly like top cards that you can buy for like 20,000 super coins, right? They have like 2 or 3 cards that you can buy for 20,000 super coins. And they're top tier. They're some of the best in the tier, and you can go and buy them. You can buy a couple of them so you can pro them, and they update those monthly, adding new relevant players. Like, they could do that for the playoffs. Like, whoever moves on to the next round of the playoffs is in the Superstore. Whoever is in the finals, they're in the Superstore. Whoever gets the highest pick in the lottery is in the Superstore. So there's a lot of stuff they could do with that. Obviously, it seems pretty complicated because the way I'm explaining it, and it's taken a long time to explain it because I want to go in depth so you guys understand. But if you guys look at WWE Supercard for yourself, you will definitely understand it better, and just do more research, because like I said, if you're gonna play NBA Supercard, looking into WWE Supercard, at least even just looking at the game, is gonna be very helpful for you, very beneficial, and it's gonna help you just be a better NBA Supercard player. Like, for me, I've been playing WWE Supercard for I think like 5 years. I was never really super committed, right? And then NBA Supercard rolled around, I started playing that a ton, and then that got me back into WWE Supercard. So now I'm playing a ton of WWE and NBA Supercard, and I'm having a ton of fun. I'd recommend it to you guys just so you can learn more about the game, or if you just want to have another Supercard game to grind on the side. But yeah, guys, I've rambled on long enough. Really happy about this new event coming this week, and obviously the Champions Glitch. Hope that clears everything up for you guys. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe with noties on. But yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.